Hello, my name is Rachel, and today we're going to talk about the different types of stigma, specifically with the studies done by Irving Goffman. What is stigma? Stigma, by definition, is a mark of disgrace or reproach towards a person. The word stigma actually originates from the Greeks. They believed that bodily signs were signals of something strange or odd about a person and their moral status. So some of these included burns, cuts, scrapes. That's where it pretty much originated from, and stigma is something that we can trace back to many decades ago. According to some research, individuals with mental illness are one of the most stigmatized people in the United States to date. So there are three different types of stigma as identified by Irving Goffman, and these are stigma of physical deformity, stigma of character traits, and tribal stigma. So the first one would be the stigma of physical deformity, and it's also known as physical stigma, and basically you are stigmatized for looking unusual or different than the norm or what people would expect to be normal. Some of this include dwarfism and symbrachydactyly, which is when you are born with webbed short fingers or no fingers at all. The second one would be stigma of character traits, which is when individuals are stigmatized for having a blemished character trait. Some examples of this include homosexuality, mental disorders, addiction, also non-employment and imprisonment, and the list goes on and on for all of the different types of stigma. So the last one that we're going to talk about is tribal stigma, and tribal stigmas are stigmas that are passed down, and they're basically spread to all the members of a family. And some examples of tribal stigma would be race, ethnicity, religion, or certain characteristics that derive from these. So basically certain characteristics that would derive from race, and these are stigmas that contaminate different people from a certain group of family.